Greetings from the Diocese of Joliet. As we begin to approach this time of re-entry after so many weeks away, I want to invite you to consider just a couple of things. The first would be is the normal that we had in the past, I don't think was working for us. I realized in my own life, I was so busy trying to keep up with everything that I wasn't taking time for my prayer. I wasn't taking time for those relationships that were most important. And the gift of this season, as challenging as it's been, is I've been able to connect with people and reconnect with people who life really kept me away from. And so I want to invite us as we walk into the season of this new normal to look at our lives and to look at the blessings that we've experienced. The reconnecting with family, the spending time with our children, the reprioritization of how we use and spend our time. And I would like to invite you to consider as we begin this time of re-entry into the world, into business, how is the Lord asking you to change? How is He asking you to do it differently this time? I know for me, He's asking me to take more time to spend with Him, to take more time to call those people who matter to me, to spend more time with my family. As a priest, you can imagine that can be difficult. But the Lord's really inviting me to do this differently than before, to keep Him at the center, not my work, not my relationships, but to keep Him at the center for me. And so I just want to invite you to consider, how have you been blessed during the season of COVID? During the season of quarantining, of staying in place and sheltering at home? And what is He asking you to learn from this time? What is He asking you to take with you such that we leave this season of our lives different people, more whole, more open to God's mercy and friendship and love? And maybe what is He asking you to let go of? Or maybe where did you discover that you were struggling and you need help now? And as this season begins to end, maybe we reach out for help. Maybe we begin counseling for the first time, or we return to counseling. Maybe we recognize that we might struggle with an addiction and we need help in that addiction. I would assure you that the Lord wants to walk with you there, and that there are others who want to walk with you into places of greater freedom, so that you can be more free to choose to live the life you were created to live. This time of re-entry is a time to do things differently. Let's not return to the normal as it was, because that normal wasn't working. We were always exhausted. There was never enough time to get done what needed to be done. And I felt like a rat on a hamster wheel, or I guess a hamster on a hamster wheel. So I want to invite you just to ask the Lord, how should we do this differently? Ask your wife, your husband, your kids, your parents. How might this look different? Because I promise you, if you ask the question, answers will be given. And you might find that this time of re-entry is really a blessed time of growth, a time of healing, a time of further conversion, and a time of joy. I think of the Holy Family, who you can see to my left. Right? Jesus is the only one who's paying me any attention right now, and that's okay. But their life was anything but normal. And I can only imagine and just the joy that they experienced as a family because of that. How they suffered together and rejoiced together, how they played together. Normal isn't what the Lord is asking of us. He's asking us to be free to be His family, to be in relationship with Him. And so as this time of re-entry begins and you and I walk into this, really unknown, where is the Lord inviting you to remain in joy, to remain in friendship, to try something new? Be assured of my prayers for you, for our church, as we begin this new phase in this season of our lives. God bless you. And I pray that we are both different